Hi, it's Angie from Canterbury Trails Farm, and today I am making elderberry pie. I'm not going to be on this video because I am a mess. This is one of those days where I was making ham and beans because yesterday I made ham for dinner. So I did all the beans, and they were older beans, so I'm going to try and rotate out some of my prepping supplies, and these were older beans, so they needed to be soaked a lot longer. So I did the ham and beans. Well, for ham and beans, you need cornbread, so I made cornbread. And then I had a bunch of elderberries, a lot, 2 big stainless steel bowls full. And I usually dry them for medicinal purposes. And I've also been deciding I was going to make some jellies, so I've been collecting the juice, smashing them up. But I decided I'm going to make elderberry pie tonight for supper. If you've ever picked pick over elderberries, you know it's very time consuming. To get all those little sticks out, and no matter how hard you try, you're never going to get them all out. So I tried, I went over and over them for probably longer than I should have. And I've got 2 cups of elderberries is what you're going to want. As picked as well as you can get them. You want to preheat your oven to 425, and you're going to need 2 unbaked pie shells put into your pie pan. And to the 2 cups or 1 pint, however you want to do it, of elderberries, I'm going, and by the way, I'm using fresh elderberries, not dried ones. I want to add 2 cups of sugar. Add 3 tablespoons of flour. I need a tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm gonna need a dash of salt. You need 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. And you're going to need 2 cups of water. Mix all that up. We're going to take this, we're going to pour it in our shells. And I'm going to give it a sprinkle, a little bit more cinnamon sugar on the top. I'm going to pop these in the oven for 35 minutes. Okay, they are out of the oven, and my crust got a little burned because I was trying to mainly clean up the berry massacre that was all over my floor, and I forgot to put I have a silicone edge protector that I have one, and I usually put foil on the other one if I have more than one pie, and the smoke from the oven actually alerted me to the fact that I forgot. So it's a little nasty, but because it's a little burnt, but people will just chip it off and no one's going to complain. That's what they look like if you have a single crust and you drop a dollop of whipped cream on there or some vanilla ice cream, and it's really yummy. It will get a little thicker as it sets, and so if you want it to set faster and you have a pan, if you're using a metal pan, something that can take the heat to cold, you could stick it in the refrigerator, but I'm just going to let mine sit here. It's the recipe out of this Hillbilly Cookin' 2 cookbook. I think it's from 1972. It's got some good recipes in it that I use, and it's got a lot of standard, kind of older recipes, but it's a cute little cover. And I'll take a picture of the recipe from the book and put it up, and that way you can freeze frame it and copy it. And so I'm excited. My beans are done, my cornbread's done, my pies are done, my floor is semi-done. I'm going to take some more scrubbing. Remember, these little berries, it takes a lot to make 2 cups and of picking the berries because they're small, and just the slightest squish and they'll explode. They're very juicy, and that purple stains everything. So I hope this gives you an idea to use your elderberries for food, aside from using them medicinally. Like I like to use mine medicinally, but I have so many put away from last year because I had a bumper crop last year. So I'm making jellies and jams and pies and whatever else I can cook up. Thanks for joining us today, and this has been Angie from Canterbury Trails Farm with Elderberry Pie. Bye!